Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Raven Maureen, and today I want to share with you a pattern review for KnowMe Pattern 2046. I love this pattern and I love this designer's aesthetic and just her overall style. So I was super excited to make this pattern. So what I'm talking about is Beaute J'Adore, Nikki Brooks, her KnowMe pattern from the summer. And it's 3 views. It's a long sleeve maxi dress, long sleeve tunic, and then a flare pant. And so the maxi dress and the tunic are essentially the same. It's just that the slit is a little bit higher right here and the hem is up a little bit higher on this one. This obviously is a lower hemline and then a more modest slit because obviously if you want to wear it as a maxi. Both views have like the ruche sleeves like how you see here, which I think is a nice touch for a long sleeve. And then you've got the pants, of course, and these are flare pants. And I think they have like a little side zipper if I'm looking at the line illustration right. The fabric that view A and B, which is the maxi dress, calls for are stretch knits, jersey, modal, ribbed sweater, and then they have the gauge at the bottom to see if your knit has enough stretch in it to make this pattern. Then the pants call for cotton blends, lightweight denim, lightweight wools, linen blends, stretch wovens, that kind of thing. So I actually made view B, which is the maxi, and I actually watched some of Nikki's sew along for this. Now this is a fairly easy pattern, but I just kind of wanted to watch the sew along to kind of just see like where her creativity took her and whatnot. And she talks about how versatile this pattern is. Like she says, hey, you can make it short sleeve, you know, keep it long sleeve. You can make the hem longer or shorter or whatever. And you can even just, you know, hack it off and make it like a mini dress if you wanted to. And then she also talked about how she was going to make hers in a woven fabric with a zipper. So if you're interested in maybe looking at the pattern for a woven style, maybe check out her sew along for that. But for today, I'm only doing a pattern review. So let's talk about my version. So I cut out a size 20, which gave me a bust of 39.5. And if you know me or if you've watched a couple of my videos, you know that I always take my bust measurement, subtract 3 inches, and then I cut my knit fabric or I cut my knit pattern. So I cut the size 20 knowing full and well that that bust is a 39.5, even though I go between a 41, 42, sometimes even a 43, depending on the time of the month. And I cut that knowing that I wanted the ease to be exactly how it is and I wanted it to fit a certain way. I also, if you haven't watched my other videos, I actually was going to do this in a red. And then when I saw that this fabric was on clearance at Hobby Lobby and it was just $2 a yard, which was bizarre to me, I grabbed 4 yards and I was like, we'll talk about it later. No, but seriously, I grabbed 4 yards and I was just like, I want to do it in stripes. And the reason why I grabbed 4 yards is because if you know what stripes or just any sort of directional print, you always want to make sure you grab more. That way you can get everything to line up perfectly. Y'all see that? I'm so proud of that. Like, you can't even tell. By the way, I have a mini tutorial. It's like a little short that I did talking about how I got my pattern, how I got my lines to line up perfectly and how you can too. So back to the dress at hand. So one thing I will say that I like about this dress is that, one, I did not have to adjust the sleeves. I have fairly thin arms for my frame, and I am constantly adjusting sleeves on patterns, whether they're indie or big 5, I'm adjusting my life away. This, I don't know if my arms got bigger or if this is just a really great sleeve pattern piece. Like, I think this is perfect. The other thing is that sometimes the shoulder extends out for me. I did not have to do anything with this shoulder seam right here or even right here. It was perfect. And then the other thing I noticed, so obviously I made view B, which is the maxi, and then the tunic is shorter. So when I cut out my pieces for the maxi, I lined it up with my body in front of my mirror right here, just to see where I may need to cut the hem so that way it could be a manageable maxi that I don't trip over. Well, Y'all know I'm 5'1", and I thought I was gonna have to like cut off a ton. Come to find out, all I did was cut the line for the tunic, and I had an ankle maxi dress. Like, perfect, perfect. And you know, because I didn't have to do a lot of adjusting with this, and because it is a fairly easy pattern, it's a front, it's a back, it's 2 sleeves, and then you don't even finish the seams on the side because it's like 2 slits or whatever. This took me maybe like a day to finish, between like finishing, you know, pattern weight orders and doing some DG work. I was in and out of this project, but I pretty much had it done by the end of the day. And so this is actually, this leads me to my next point. This is actually the pattern for Sew Your View for September. Now we are like, I want to say maybe 6 days away from October, but if you have an afternoon or if you have a little bit of time and you want to get something done, I would highly recommend, you know, doing this pattern and just kind of participating in the Sew Your View challenge, because this is something where if you have 6 days left in the month, you can definitely get this accomplished. I promise you. The other thing I want to share is that I did my twin needle finish on the neckline, the sleeve hem, and then on my slits. I love a twin needle finish just for that like extra like professional look. It makes me feel way more confident when I wear knit fabric out in public, because it doesn't feel like it's homemade. It feels professional. It feels one of a kind. It feels designer. And so that's just something that I like to do. And I do have a knit like one-on-one video that I made a few months back, if you guys want to look at that and just kind of, you know, see how I do my knit and twin needle process. So I wore this dress for pictures, and so what I did was I accessorized mine up. So I put on some platform sneakers. I wore like this moto jacket that I made 4 years ago, and then I put on like a hat and sunglasses. Now maybe in some regard I might have over accessorized, but I was going for like a whole look and I really wanted to achieve that. But I think that this is a wonderful layering piece. You can totally have a layering moment with this. Like I literally thought about like, oh, I could wear this with like a super long cardigan that I have on the plane to frock tails in a couple of weeks. And because it's long sleeve and because it's maxi, I don't think I'll be like freezing to death at all. Like if I were to wear it to New York, especially in October where the weather is probably like 60s or so. I also think this is a great dress to wear around the house if you're just kind of lounging, or maybe you have company over and you just want to like wear something nice but not something that is over the top. This is also great for running errands. This is great for hanging out with friends. So I did mine obviously in stripes. Nikki did solids. I've been seeing a couple of versions online. There was a young lady who did hers in like a nice like brush knit floral. Shoot, y'all know I love a good leopard. You could do a leopard. Heck, while I'm here, you could probably even do like a groovy little power mesh, like how I did my Mimi G dress a few months ago. Like that would be really cute as a tunic. Y'all, I might do that as a tunic next. Don't let me hold you. If you want to do the power mesh tunic, go for it. But I might be doing that one next. There's so many different ways to wear this, and I just love that it's just that versatile. And I think I have seen a couple of short sleeve versions as well, which I think is cool. But I mean, I feel like I don't have a long sleeve maxi, so I really kind of wanted to put that in my closet, and I'm really excited that I did. I really like this dress, and I think this is probably going to be like a staple in my closet for fall and spring. And you guys know I live in Jackson, Mississippi, so even when I was taking the pictures today, I was a little warm. But I think like November, December, maybe even parts of January, and then also all the way up until about March, I can probably get away with wearing a dress like this. So this is perfect for the weather that I'm in right now. I know that it's getting cooler in other parts of the country or even other parts of the world, but if you have a chance to make this, please go ahead and do so. 10 out of 10, highly recommend. All right, you guys, thank you so much for coming by. If you're not already subscribed, you can subscribe to this channel, and you can follow me at Raven Maureen on Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. See you guys next time. Bye.